what to do with this ball of mozzarella. Cut it into sticks. Doesn't matter how big, really. Freeze them. Okay? Then put some milk on them. Put milk in a bowl. Dip them in the milk. Then dip them into flour. Or no, dip them into flour. Then dip them into egg. And then dip them into panko. Okay? Then you can either fry those fuckers, or you can bake them. They make awesome cheese sticks. I'm just saying, awesome mozzarella sticks.
So B-Man's cat is sleeping on his shirt, or on their shirt. You know what? That just means your cat likes you.
Well, it means that your cat's definitely okay with your smell.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, a lot of cats will sit there and allow their owner to pet them and then groom themselves where their owner pet them. Because they don't associate, they don't like the smell. They need to smell like themselves rather than smelling like they're human.
Good question about the mozzarella sticks. Egg white or scrambled?
I think you can technically do either.
But you know what? Treat
I
yourself.
would actually, you know something? No, don't do scrambled. Scrambled eggs are cooked.
Oh well, you know, like
but
muddled.
if you want to do a whipped regular egg or egg white, actually either one should work, because really all the egg's doing is acting as essentially it works as like the flour works so that a
binding agent.
Yeah, the flour acts as essentially a barrier to the cheese for the cheese, so it can't ooze out. Then you sit there and you put the egg on it. And the egg acts as the binding agent so that the panko sticks. So, exactly, the eggs to get the breadcrumbs to stick to the cheese. Exactly, that's exactly it. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, these are some of the best fucking cheese bread, mozzarella sticks ever. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to go back to buying stuff from the store once you do this, and I know because I've done this once. And I don't think I've had cheese sticks since, and it's been years. It's literally been years, because I was like, God damn, this is good. And
warning, overdue for maintenance.
I have not had the desire to do, just, the basic ones, because I am a bit of a food snob sometimes.
Mr. Navigator.
That's right.
Guidance system fully functioning. Bounty dispensed.
We're getting paid.
You commence dialogue with the captain, sir.
All is well.
Well, but just because she's doing that, she's also okay with your smell because she's curling
Captain
up on your
Ironsides.
shirt.
You've been of service to our noble vessel. Despite ample provocation, I had hoped the guidance chip could be recovered without violence to the scavengers. Even now, they plot their retaliation.
I got the job done.
Quite commendable. I find I must reward your considerable efforts with the final labor. We stand but a hair's breadth away from embarking on our sacred mission.
Excuse me.
So now can you tell me what's going on?
Complete this task and I will gladly relate our mission. Until then, silence, vigilance. The ship requires turbo pump bearings from a nearby factory. It will undoubtedly be a dangerous mission, but I have faith you will succeed.
That's actually kind of funny, is our cat Rascal, when Dave gets back from a run, Rascal will often sit there and start licking him.
Yeah, he's like, ooh.
He's like, ooh, you're a salty, sweaty human. And, just totally does that. Our cats are weird. Mom stole a shirt and gave it to her coworker who had cats, a cat who just had kittens.
So we've got to go, as a side note, we've got to go get turbo pump bearings from the Corvega Assembly plant.
Ah, fuck.
Good news is we've been there before. The bad news
is it's been long enough that they probably respawned. So that's how you got your cat? Well, you know, I've heard worse. Heck, Jinxie used to curl up and love on my purse and my shoes. I don't know why cats love on my shoes. They really shouldn't.
Oh, here's the worst part about this.
Everything is fixed.
Well, the other thing is, because of when I came here, they're set to my level when I first came here.
Oh, so you're not even getting decent experience. Because they suck. You know, having so many siblings, you get very good at realizing when things go missing. I'm probably less so now.
Oops. That was just a bad shot on my part.
Oh shit, move.
I'm not going to move before I kill him.
Yeah, for a long period of time, I sat there. I was very, very... Like, if something went missing, I'd sit there and look at my closet and be like, where is this?
Okay, who's the wise guy? That's a
a
feral
feral
ghoul.
ghoul. That's not a problem. Look up. That guy. Right up Main Street. You know, I know how that is. You know, when you end up being the tallest girl in the family, like all of my older siblings have had the experience of, you know, stealing each other's clothes in general, well, and in specific. I mean, where they, you know, like I had the same type of body type as my sister, who was curvy, but I didn't have the same kind of body. Like, I had two sisters who were about 3 years apart, and the older one was like a size. Okay, if nobody knows women's sizes, just take my word on it. My sister was my older sister of the two. Was like a size 3, but she was tall.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't as tall as me, but she was tall. So if it fit my other sister, who was a size 3 but short, if they got it in a tall, it would work for the older sister. And if it fit the older sister, they got it in a short, and it would fit the other one. You know?
You know what? I'm tired of dealing with people on the outside here.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, so you know, and I had a similar body type to my oldest sister and my two oldest sisters, actually. We had similar body types. But one of the oldest one, she is like 5 foot nothing. She's like 5'1" and a little bit. And then the other one's like 5'3". Okay. So.
And you're like 5'9".
And I'm 5'9". When Dave met me, he thought that my family was a family of fucking giants. And I actually laughed at him when he said there. He's like, I expected to sit there and walk in, and your brothers and your dad were gonna be like, you know, over 6 feet tall. I'm the same height as my brothers. I'm the same height as my dad. Which is always awkward. Because, you know, when you're 5'9" or so and a bit, depending on which convenience store you're leaving, as I often say.
What?
Aw, man, killing a man in the can.
Yep.
Gosh, that's harsh. Yeah, so I mean, we had similar body types, but we were a different age, a great deal of age difference. And secondarily, I was like I was like head and shoulders above them. It was like you took Head and Shoulders. That was me. I'm really surprised I didn't get the nickname Head and Shoulders because that was really it. Well, what's really funny is like I have great grandparents who my great grandfather was like 6'5" or 6'6". Tall fucking man. I mean, he was just really tall. And he married a woman who was 5 foot even. Okay? And the way that they described it was that great grandma cut us all off at the knees because my grandfather's generation, there wasn't anyone over 5'9". Actually, I think my Uncle Ted was almost 6 foot. I think he was like 5'11" or 6 foot. So and my Uncle Ted is actually not my uncle. He's actually, I think he's my first cousin once removed. He's essentially my father's cousin, but his mother died when he was relatively young, and he came to live with my grandparents, and they took care of him. Yeah, I look tall in those jeans. That's funny. But yeah, so he sat there and that was kind of the joke. So nobody was over like 5 foot and a little bit, or 5 foot. The average was probably about 5'6", you know. And then my family, my immediate family generation, my dad's about 5'9.5", 5'10" ish. And then my mother's actually like 5'6". So I'm like, I stand like near a head over my mother, which is always awkward. You know how difficult it is. I can only
actually your mom's not 5'6". She's maybe like 5'3" or 5'4".
No, Jenna's 5'6".
You're thinking
my mother is about 5'3".
Thinking your mom was also near 70, so she might have shrunk.
69. She just turned 69. Actually. But yeah, but it's story time with Nancy. So,
that's it.
Since we're talking about my family and all that,
Piper admires me.
No, Piper admires me. She loves story time with Nancy. Come on, we all know it. So, when I was a teenager, and by the time I was a teenager, are those beers drunk?
Yes, but I'm gonna go drink a beer anyway.
I think you should drink something harder.
You're right, because I don't have any more beer.
Gwyneth
Stout.
No brew. Fine, stout works.
I'll drink both.
Now you're just wasting. He's hardly gonna even realize it. Anyway, so when I was a teenager, my oldest sister was getting married. Okay? And growing up in a small farm town, one of the things that we had to know how to dance was a square dance. And my sister's husband was not from a rural area and had never square danced in his life. So we had to teach all of us younger kids how to square dance, which isn't that difficult, you know. I mean, once you get the nuts and bolts of it, you know,
you put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. It's not that complicated.
No, it's okay. It's a little more complicated than that, you know. But essentially, you need to know what all of the moves are, and then when the caller fucking tells you to do something, you fucking do it. Okay, it's really easy once you know what the actions are. So really, it's nothing to phone home about.
E.T. phone home.
Yeah. So we had a grand total. My dad, my two brothers, my brother, soon-to-be brother-in-law, his brother, his dad, and a couple of the groomsmen who were learning how to do this. Okay. So, oh, you didn't shoot the light, honey.
Oh well.
So, yeah, so we had to sit there and learn how to do a square dance. And there were like 10 girls to like 8 male partners.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 13 or 14 at the time. And I'm taught how to square dance leading. Yeah, when I learned how to square dance, I didn't learn how to dance as a girl. I learned how to lead. So you know what happens every time I try to fucking square dance or just, you know, in general dance? Guess who fucking leads?
You.
Me. Every single time. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I sit there and I learned how to dance. And that was the first time I'd actually like learned how to dance. And actually, I could do a pretty good square dance in heels. And yes, I was the 5'9", 14-year-old or slightly older who would square dance in heels or would dance in heels like it was nothing. And I didn't wear any of those little, you know, kitten heels, as they called them, which are essentially like an inch or less. No, I sat there and went full bore and was like, fuck it. If I'm going to be tall, I'm going to be fucking tall. And you know something? I actually intimidated a lot of guys. Because I didn't take shit, so. But yeah, so I have a really hard time following because I'm used to leading. And that's why Piper likes me. She likes a tall woman.
Well, you know, her and Kate have something going way back, so.
They do. It's a long story.
College experimentation.
You know, I could go into a story about that too. So actually,
really?
Oh yeah. So
tell me more.
It wasn't me.
Oh,
sorry, guys.
Well, darn,
it was
there
not
goes
me.
that.
Yeah, stiletto heels are really good for slamming into a guy's foot if they do the wrong thing.
Or forehead.
Or forehead. Well, I mean, you could, but it's easier to get it between the metacarpals or the metatarsals of the feet and do some damage. Not saying I've actually done that, but, you know, the word on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Word on the street kind of situation. I hate to tell you this, but heels don't only do something for a woman's ass. They're torture to walk in for any kind of prolonged period. But they actually also, because of the way you have to stand in them, you actually end up having to push out your chest to stand straight.
So it's kind of like the peppermint twist, or
no, it's not like the peppermint twist
not
at
the
all.
peppermint twist from the end of Blazing Saddles. Yeah.
Put up your hand, stick out your tush, give 'em a hand, give 'em a push. Yeah.
I suppose so.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change.
I'll be honest. I don't care for heels. They tear your feet up. Then again, so do running shoes.
Nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite.
Hey, now the
Anything
Piper's
for a
talking to
story,
us.
I suppose.
Ooh.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find?
Excuse me.
The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
Wow. Poisoned?
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published
Piper's
an
kinda
article about
tough.
this cartel of caravans
Go
that
Piper.
have been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Deem, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started
Why does
feeling
Vadim sound
real
familiar?
woozy.
He was the guy
I
from the
don't
quest
know
where
what he
we
slipped
helped
me, but
out
I
the
knew I
radio
had to
guy.
Get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He
One Bill
eventually
Cosby.
ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in
Oh
trouble.
yes, you're entering a zone
Folks
of
like us do.
danger.
I mean, you and I are out here
Danger
putting ourselves
zone!
at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just
Although I'm okay with all of those things.
wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
Can I ride your
I
pogo
wouldn't
stick?
want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Lou. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?
No, I want to get into there.
Anyway, what was I talking about?
I appear to have lost track.
Heels.
Yes, heels.
Heels. But yes, so, you know, and as to the sexiest foot apparel Crocs, those are an atrocity.
You know, I've never worn a Croc. Who knows? They might be really comfortable.
She is really bad at flirting back.
I don't think she expected us to be that charming.
Well, then again, you know, you do have high charisma.
Fact.
But yeah, Crocs are terrible. They're horrendous. And you know something? It's amazing the number of nurses who spend hours on their feet who wear Crocs.
What the hell?
Thump.
Dirt has prevailed.
How did this fucker get on board?
Good question.
Okay, anyway. So, yeah.
Actually, we can pump up Lady Killer one more level. We probably should.
Oh, you totally should. But yeah, so they wear these atrocious Crocs all day, and they're not comfortable. I mean, I've never tried them, but I just can't imagine that they're that comfortable. They're just... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say that, you know, just because a shoe is cute, it's going to be fucking, you know, like walking on air. But then again, I'm like, I don't... Hello?
It's a bottle of wine, but we would be caught stealing and they would get angry at us. So we'll wait.
Until they give it to us.
And bourbon. Ooh,
Ooh, and Capstash.
we can take that.
They don't mind us taking that. Why did they care so much about your... You know something? Never mind. So yeah, the whole thing with shoes is that they heels aren't comfortable, but sometimes they are required, which I hate. I hate that. And that being said, Crocs are an atrocity multiplied because they just are. Anyway, so I remember what we were actually talking about. It was about the two girls.
The two girls?
Yeah. So when I was like 19,
that's
college, I can imagine a number of people being very interested in this. I was at a party.
I'm confused. This didn't sail up here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Some way to keep out on
Plastic,
guests.
uncomfortable shoes, unpadded. My sister makes my niece wear them.
That's like cruelty.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Not
it's just
willing
terrible.
at
And I'm
long
like,
last we'll set sail.
what are you doing to your
Our
child?
hero of the hour is to thank.
Of course, and again,
You've
you're
earned
talking
a
to somebody who
double
like wore
share,
jelly
sir. Well done.
shoes.
Set sail?
On
If
the
you don't
eve
know
of
that,
our
what those
voyage,
are.
The need for secrecy is long past. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings unknown. The Constitution will launch into the heavens.
My brother-in-law is almost a doctor.
Gently land in the ocean.
He's a
Then
dentist.
we take our
No, no.
rightful
Oh,
place
brother-in-law.
as
Oh,
defenders.
whoops, yeah.
Well,
brother.
actually, technically, one of my brother-in-laws is also a dentist, so you know.
You're going to what?
A thing of brilliance, is it not? Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to... Those motherless curs. Prepare to broadside.
Motherless curs.
Defend the Constitution until our last breath. Foul traitor, you hide in vain.
Somebody's got a rocket launcher. Who's got a fucking rocket launcher?
To the left. Here we go. But anyway, so back to the whole story from college. So back when I was in college, we sat there and I was at a party, and my roommate and a mutual friend of ours were dating two guys who were friends, and they sat there and they suggested that these two girls make out, and lo and behold, they did.
Scavengers are attempting to board. Blast them back to whence they came.
So they made out.
Yeah, they made out in front of everybody. Boy, did the guys watch. It was really kind of like they tried to get me to join in, and I'm like, I don't even know how you're supposed to get three girls to try to kiss. That's just kind of awkward, and no. That was
Fair
kind of
enough.
my thing. I was just like, it's not weird. It's just it's awkward. I mean, really. I mean, imagine that it's three of anybody of any combination of gender. How do three people make out? I mean, really. I mean, if you're not going to go into multiple bases, there's really a difficulty for any kind of multiplicity to actually work. You know, that's just what. Actually, it's not even a question of acceptability. It's just I'm like,
The logistics of it.
it's just the logistics. We're off, and I was like, you know something? No, I'm just. Did it not have enough charge?
Might not have.
Already. Blast them back to whence they
Whoops.
came.
Did you shoot one of the?
I accidentally shot one of the robots.
You shot one of the robots.
Okay. This had to be when I was coming up here.
You know, I don't know that everybody has to prove that they're mature.
Yeah, I failed the quest because I accidentally shot a robot.
This didn't sail up here.
And Ironside started beating the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He's very
That's
protective.
uninvited guests.
Very protective.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. And our hero
But yeah,
is to
and I don't know that everybody has to hang from the ceilings or anything like that. It's just, I think that that's just
Set sail?
often the
On
case
the eve
because
our voice,
a lot of
our twin-headed
college age individuals are, you know, they're testing their
going to
borders
what?
and their barriers and everything, and so they
Uh-huh.
go to the most extreme outcome. Sadly, we can't really easily skip dialogue.
Oops, that's not the one I needed the critical for. I thought that was the one. Okay.
Who goes there?
Excuse me. Come on, Cleveland, do sports. Sports harder. Move the thing to the other thing and do it better than the Cubs. Sports. Hashtag I actually care a little. Okay, I'm sorry, that's just funny. I don't think logistics require people to hang from the ceilings. I'm just saying, it's just,
You.
you fucker must die.
Do not think that diminishes my pursuit. The cannons are ready.
Okay, we're gonna Spider-Man the fuck out of the situation. So let me Tobey Maguire got anything for some nuts? We're gonna spooge? I'm really confused by this. Well, I think my brother's gonna be very happy if the Cubs win, since he's a Cubs fan. My cousins, on the other hand, who are Tribe fans, are...
Blast them back to whence they came.
I'm trying.
Careful of the robots.
In your shoes.
Yeah, VATS might be necessary at this point.
I think VATS is highly appropriate.
So in situations like this where I've got a,
He will vanquish these.
You need to pick that guy off. Quickly. Shit, if he gets on board, you fail.
oh no, you can still succeed if they get on board. You just have to go below decks and fight them.
Looks like you're going below decks. Got this, Captain. I don't think...
He'll tell us if we need to go.
Now you pay for it.
Nope, you need to go down. He's below you.
You've taken the lower deck. Middle deck. Prepare yourself.
Okay, now he's telling us to go in there.
You can't leave until the captain says so.
Exactly.
Captain, Captain.
You gotta obey the captain. It's very important.
You have to be the captain, Captain.
Situation normal. Law and order.
Do they?
This is now a free fire will be identified.
Downstairs.
Sanctioned.
I mean, of course, they're trying to get past all this. No, you cannot do this all day.
I think you had an expert.
Brace for its cargo hold. Enemies approach.
Don't you die on me!
Ah, I think this is the most you've had to deal with down here. The monkey thought it was all in fun. Pop goes the head.
Oh, there's one who...
One got upstairs.
I thought they did, but no. Everybody's down here. These robots don't have mothers. How can they be motherfuckers? That's just illogical.
Hold the top deck and we will not be defeated.
That's Piper. Wait, did some of them actually manage to get over to here? Yeah, they're all over here. Okay. Constitution defended. What's funny is that there's still like live enemies. And they're like, oh, you succeeded. I like Piper. She's scrappy.
What's impressive is you can shoot through. You can shoot through guns.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Hostile target detected. Including death if you remain in the area.
Aw, poor Protectron. Who is shooting my companion? Or is... Stimpack.
I mean, seriously, there's a pile of bodies in here.
Are they gonna get rid of those before they sit there and blast off?
Who knows? Only the Shadow knows. Actually, I'm gonna go... Actually, you know, I'm gonna finish this quest and then save.
That's a good call.
Or, no, I'm gonna get the next stage and then save. That's a good call.
Next stage?
Yeah.
What's the next stage?
When he gives us our next mission.
Protectron. Protect me, gun! Sorry. Why are you going here?
That's the hatch, I thought.
No, the hatch was on the other side. You were at it.
I'm just a bit lost.
Do I have to get you another drink?
Yes. That would be
Another
lovely.
full drink?
Yes, that'd be lovely.
You don't want me to do an agility check?
Nope.
Oh boy. I see how this is gonna be. Tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Oh. Snap, crackle, pop goes in the neck.
Oh. Snap, crackle, pop goes the weasel. Hashtag lost. Who's lost? Why did they lost? Who got lost?
I kind of want the Indians to win just because...
This didn't sail up here.
Just so that it's more disappointing when the Browns continue to suck.
Hey, Captain.
The borders are repelled. All hands Pilots, prepare ship for launch.
You're still going through with this?
Given time, the scavengers will regroup. Maybe now or never. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
I've come this far.
I recognize that without your considerable efforts, we would not be here. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
Yes, he just gave us a portable cannon. So we gotta fire up the auxiliary power. Let's go for salty spicy.